what is going on with our screen capture here? Let's see. Testing. What are we doing? OBS crashed and everything seems to be a little weird. Aha. There we go. There we go. Not sure what was going on with OBS there, but got it figured out. All right, we'll get going here in 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Had a little bit of a sneezing fit. Didn't think anyone would want to hear that. Hopefully it's past now. But we'll just have to wait and see. All right. So we have a gloon. We got that at the end of the last stream. Ran up into the city. And we didn't get mauled to death. Kind of tested some of the changes. Well, I mean, a little bit. You know, as much as we could. Had a companion, and we were on a mount, and we weren't bothered. Didn't try with the shoulder pad, so don't know if that's going to hold true for that as well. But the goal for this stream today, I think, is going to be getting into the cave. We've got to get a saddle. We can't just ride around on the Elder Claw and our newly acquired low-level Mrs. Henderson, which I forgot to name you. Okay. So the question is, didn't we just eat? I swear, I just ate. So the question is, what do we take? The mammoths follow quite well. It's just a cave, so we don't need to be... We don't need to have a giant army trailing us. We have cryopods now. So, I mean, I think we'll just do the bear. Do the Elder Claw and maybe the Ocedon. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I would love to have a bed to be able to respawn and get rid of these, but don't really want to have to run back to the base, even though we're relatively close with the city spawn. Yeah, let's just take the bear and an Ocedon. I know I put all my stuff up, but the question is, I don't remember where I put my stuff. Maybe it was on the Mammoth. Let's take a look at the bottom here. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab a little drink. We'll cryo up the Ocedon. And we're gonna head into the cave. May need to grab... Who's got my common mushrooms? Is it Mammoth? Let's leave... Let's leave a little bit more here. I don't really want to take my fabricated crossbow into the cave. Oops, forget to type. Let's just take this. Actually, let's take this. Just had a bit of thought. I've not tried controlling a thrall going into a cave. They seem to have kind of interesting aggro mechanics at times. So we're gonna grab another cryo pump. We're gonna try something before we actually go in. While you're the better level, you're going to be more useful since you have bolas, but let's cryo you up. And the other thing that I am a little curious about is whether or not, while you're in control of a thrall, a Desmodus would tame off of you. Because if that were the case, it would make my life a lot easier. But we're definitely getting in the cave. We gotta find some of the drops. What are we stuck on here? We've got to get the saddle, and hopefully it's for something we either already have or have the ability to readily tame. With our limited trank arrow situation. I mean, I think we've got 15 tranks or something like that now, which seems unbelievable given the amount of things that we've killed. But we haven't, I've not spent a lot of time in the caves. lot of the cave creatures drop. I don't really want to mess with you. You're about out of stamina. Big deal. Well, that's what we get for getting a little too close there, having to waste a little time. Let's make sure we're still going the right way here, not paying attention. I guess we're going down the stream. Okay, we do have a small outpost there. We're gonna do caves. We're getting in the cave. That's the plan for today. Get in the cave, and we're gonna find a saddle. I hope. Because I can't stand being on this dire bear much longer. I mean, an Aslan saddle would be absolutely game-changing, but... Okay, so we are going to first test, before we go in... Are we really gonna freeze? The whole time? This is not ideal. Alright, let's get everything out. We're going to take control of the thrall. But we're going to stay here, just in case.
You've taken your first thrall from me. I just hope you're ready for the responsibility. Heavy hangs the crown.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, let's put some levels in. I thought I had leveled... him already, but... Or her, I guess. We're gonna need a bit of weight. Some decent health running into the cave, if things aggro. Add a little melee. Just do a couple points in stam, because they do lose stam. Pretty good on it, though. You're not going to heal up ever, though, because we don't have a way to get blood packs. Well, we're gonna see if things aggro. Or am I just free to walk through here? There's no shot this works. Really? Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find some drops. Now, the problem's going to be, I mean, let's just grab this one first. My character is freezing to death out there, so I don't want to stay too long. Oh, what a shame. Okay, so that's why nothing aggroes to you, probably. Because I don't have the ability to loop this. I mean, I come in and scout. I guess that's something, right? But hopes were dashed. That was looking promising. Now, how do we get out of it? We get out of the water here. Can we parkour our way up here? Probably. Hopefully. Oh, we can certainly do that. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, maybe not. Seems almost like a little bit of a missed opportunity. That would have been really cool. You know, what's weird is I don't know that I've ever just truly been on foot in here. And there's got to be a ramp somewhere. I wonder if we can wiggle our way up over here. And jump. No, okay. And we may just have to go further in. I've always had something that could climb in here, or fly, I guess. So I don't really know how far down we have to go to get to a ramp that will let us get back up top. Now, what is going on here? Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get up that. I really don't want to spend too much time in control of the thrall. I gotta get up back on that ramp there. Maybe it's down here next to the ruins. I mean, I guess it's good that nothing aggroed. Huh. So it looks like you have to come all the way down here, potentially, to get back up. If you are truly on foot and don't have the ability to fly, jump high enough, or climb. But we do have a drop right at the start, which is great. Because that'll be easy to come in and get. I could have done some more scouting with this, but I'm pretty sure my character, we're sitting outside freezing. I would certainly prefer to not eat a respawn at the city when I'm up here. Well, dang. I got excited there for a minute. Oh, it actually looks like it may suspend your kind of innate passive health loss from temperature, perhaps, while you're in control of a thrall. To be fair, my other playthrough, I didn't use thralls. I just didn't do anything with them. I took them into the boss fight, to clear out, a couple rooms that they kind of, cheese. So that was about the extent of it, though. Hey, where's my whistle? Where's my whistle changed? Why can't I use my whistle? Which one of these 87? It's probably a bug. I mean, you gotta take what you can get. Well, let's try something real quick. See if this fixes the Veilwind. That did fix it, good. Well, let's run down towards the ruins. We'll see if we can. See if we can find any more crates. Oh no, don't stop. Why are you... Don't murder. It's a bad level, but it's something we need to be, I guess, aware of in here. Oops, that's... Let's get our bark ship up. And let's see. I think there's potentially the drop over here. It looks a little different, given the perspective than what I'm used to, but I think there can be one right in this clearing up here, yeah. Yeah, there's a drop that can spawn right in. There it is. And it's red. Oh, please. I will be so happy if we can manage to pull some useful things out of this. I'm not hanging on to those primitive things anymore. Raw meat, we're gonna keep. This could be huge right now. This could be huge. Oh, we got saddles. And we've got a racer. Okay. We'll take stock of that here in a second. Because I hear another back. Alright, let's take stock of what we just got. While we heal the bear up just a little bit. So we got a racer saddle. Another compound bow. I think we have one of those already. Got some good riot gloves. Got some stews, veggie cakes, fur leggings, which are nice, and a Bronto platinum saddle. I don't see the Bronto platform saddle getting used at all, really, if I'm being honest. Well, since we found the red over here, let's check this up here, and then we can drop down to the ruins. We're just gonna be mindful of the bear's health. Really let the Ocidon do the work. I don't think I've gotten turned around, but if we come back this way and then go to the right to get to the ramp that leads up to where the black pearls are. Or no, it's not this one. It's the other little cubby, I believe. I have to gamma up a little bit. It is quite dark in here. Alright. There, go over there. Because I am turned around now. This way? You know what, we're gonna put those on. See if that fixes our cold again. Really like the Ocidon being a little more proactive and staying here. And also something that I was gonna do, I want to turn the audio down just a touch. Maybe we'll see how that sounds. I noticed I really don't watch the videos, but it seemed like the mic audio was a little low in comparison to the game. So, wait, what are we? What am I doing? I did get turned around. Holy. Alright, come on, guys. Let's go the correct direction now. That may be too low of audio. Let's get involved, Awesome. Wait, 130 Carno, baby. You know, oh. You guys will protect me. I know you will. Should have brought an extra cryo. Come on. Come on, I don't think he took any damage there. Let's get in this cryo. Alright, well let's turn the audio back up just a little bit. Let's go like there. There we go. Hopefully that's a better balance on the audio. Is there a ramp to go up that side? I know I've jumped up, but I thought there was a ramp as well. I guess that's the problem with always just coming in here on a flyer, you know, like a. I think I've run it on. Oh wait, is this what I was thinking of? Yes. There is a ramp. Do we have to jump that gap? It certainly looks like we have to jump the gap. Asadon, can you please let me through? I don't know that I don't know that he's gonna run that gap. Just get a veil in. Just stay put for a minute. We're just gonna look to see if there's any loot crates up here. Oh, that was dumb. That wasn't just bugs. Alright, we're gonna drop down. Because I don't want to fight the Megalo. Without the Asadon. Apparently the Veil one's doing it though. Oh, good job. Okay. Alright, well. Now we'll leave the Asadon. Gonna be a a little more mindful. Let's see. Gloom, gloom, gloom. Need to enable slow fall. There we go. Let's make it a big cone. Just a little more lighting. Come on, bear. Please, stop. It'd be great if all the loot was kind of towards the front here. Still feel like the in-game audio might be a little bit low. I'm going to turn it back up, I think, a little. Just a touch. Bear fit back here? The answer is no. Of course I can make rabies. Which with the veil one's not that big of a deal, you just use your heal. Am I really that heavy already? What do we have? Just a couple saddles. This loot crate is not up. When I need you to come heal me. Turn resource harvesting off while we're in here for a while. you know, MVP, if you were a little bit more reliable in your pathing, you wouldn't have to sit here and now heal. We're going to have to take a second to heal the bear up a little bit. I'm going to wrap this cave run up relatively soon because I certainly need another cup of coffee. It is way too early. We're going to check one more... I guess we could just leave the Aston. We can probably check the rest of these kind of side spawns over here without really needing the Aston. So long as the Veil ones kind of stay with us, we'll be fine. Alright, Veil ones. It is now time to do your thing. We'll go up, we will look at the spawns up here. And then we'll head back down and grab the Aspen. I think probably head back. This spawn is not up. I don't know that. I don't like going into this cave to look for the drop there. I can see the blue over there in the corner. But I don't think we have the lower one, which tells me it's either in the ruins or behind the waterfall, and I'm not real interested in going behind the waterfall. There's just the Desmos aggro on you in there. Given the current state of my existence on this this playthrough, I'm not going to risk it. Something good. Chally. Chally's good. We can work with that. Chally's gonna have to be a baby until we start getting some beer from the various drops. I mean, I've gotten more beer than I know what to do with on the original run. I mean, I was just throwing it away even after taming some Dinotherium and doing all that, breeding those for a little bit. So. We had a meat on the bear. You should have plow. You're overweight. We're gonna check what all you have on you. Now we're back in combat again. Let's see. Treasure maps, we're not going to have a shovel to dig with. You don't really have anything else interesting on you. Let me just take the arrows. Drop the prime. Get you lightened up a little bit. You've got more bows and primitive stuff that we know what to do with, so all that is going. You might say, but it's a no craft. Yeah, well, we can run back in here. That's all right. Meat we will keep. Meat always seems to be a bit of an issue. Okay. Don't take fall damage that I just healed. Spider still lasts so long. Seven. Nah. Not good enough. Yeah, I'm a little terrified of that Desmo that's on the ground for some reason walking around. We're, yeah. Come here, guys. Oh, we almost walked past the ruins. Wouldn't have been good. What are you guys fighting over there? Make sure you're getting a little heal. Alright, come on, fellas. We got loot crates to look at here. If we don't see it here, that means it's behind the waterfall, because I'm pretty sure I've checked all the spawns down. Or at least been close enough to see if they were in fact there. Come on, Valen. Yep, it's here. We got some beer. Come here. No. You can chill. Move here, please. Alright, what did we get? We didn't really get a look. Get a good crossbow. Procops done saddle, Sabertooth, okay. Any saddle I'm ecstatic with. I mean, it just gives me options of things that I can do. Whether that, just be saddling up a raised baby that I find, because trinks are still problematic. I wonder if Companion's overweight again. Some meat on the galoon here in a second. Back over to the Aston, not too terribly far. I think we're just gonna barrel through here. Just get over to him, he can clear whatever we bring. Alright, buddy, let's get out of this cave. We've got some things that we can now work towards. A little bit of server lag. Yep. A lot of server lag. Thank you, Natrata, for coming back. Let you guys move down there. Maybe we picked up a primitive torch off of something. That'd be awesome. Well, you've got to go, buddy. How much beer did we get? 3? Nah, that's not going to be enough to... Operation Dumbo Drop. We're just coming out of the ceiling. Let's get rid of them. Both chronopods in use, so we're gonna have to walk back with the Ostodon. Actually, hang on. Before we do that, I did say it was gonna be time for a coffee. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we'll resume for a little bit longer. Okay. Coffee acquired. Let's, I really want to do this outpost. I think what we'll do is we'll go back, we'll deposit, then we'll bring, I think we'll bring the mammoths up. I'm gonna have to swap things around. The racer now has obviously a saddle, which is really big. that also means is that we need to be on the lookout for a good level racer that has a baby. Because even if I had the Tranks, or some manner of knocking out a racer, I couldn't do it. It would be a complete waste of my super limited resources here. So I'm gonna have to bypass that. Where is it? Let's clear a rally point. Let's just set one. I mean, I know where this is, but it's a little different when you don't get to fly everywhere. Things certainly take on a whole different view. I almost, at times, kind of on that note, really wish they hadn't gone so heavily into flyers. I think that, or just made more maps without flyers. You know, Ab's kind of got like pseudo flyers. I really like Svartalheim for that reason. I've played quite a bit on Svartalheim, at least originally. There's been a lot of updates that have. I think I was playing. There weren't bosses or anything at that point in time. But I really enjoyed the layout of that map. A little smaller feel. Have a theory? Oh yeah, because I bet they put the growth on me. Alright, come on guys. Let's get back and we gotta do a little bit of organizing, figure out how we can actually get the racer out, because now with an Ascendant saddle, even though he's slow, it's going to be super, super beneficial to bring him around. And we got to take stock on, what are we doing here? Can you move? Can you go over there? Or am I going to have to cryo you? I'm going to have to cryo you. They're going to have to come up with a little bit of a solution to this ice. The ice is very, very problematic with the way that it's designed. Everything gets stuck. A little overweight. Let's put just a couple things on there so we can move. But that also means that I've got to sort your inventory now, which I really didn't want to do. Come on, let me up on the ice. Keep that. Obviously the arrows. Tranks for sure. I don't think you can get a shovel. So this is just going to be me looking at things that I can't have or can't access. Take all the raw. We'll put it right back on him. Once we cryo him and unload him. Okay. We're not too terribly far. I want to get out of this ice, though, that's for sure. As soon as possible. quick, Asadon. I don't want you to get stuck too, so... Okay, let's continue on back. What are we picking fights with? Tree, get out of my way. What are you fighting? Oh wait. I about made a big mistake. We almost left the Marauder there. I'm super, super glad that well, I Jade whistled, but I forgot I threw him out. That would have been kind of a scatterbrain thing to do. Running through these forests, it makes me think that the skill tree was done substantially later, the kind of rework. Because I guarantee you someone was testing this and they're like, I am so sick and tired of getting stuck on trees, on rocks, on other breakable terrain. Can we please make a way to just be able to run through that stuff? I think that's where it came from. How's our gear looking? Those are not looking good. And obviously we're not going to be able to repair those. I mean, I say that, but, you know, the rules, my rules, I don't know if there's a universal set allowed for repairs. I mean, I've got fabricators from the city, and you can absolutely get gasoline from, you know, drops and supply caches and things like that, so, I mean, it could be repaired. But, don't know. Probably not going to mess with that. We've really got to figure out what we're gonna do. Let's get rid of these. I can't. I'm not gonna have a shovel. Don't need that. What was your base level? 13, 24, 37. So you're a decent level. What are we gonna do here? I guess we could just load up. I hate scattering things about, but what kind of weight do you even have? because these guys were not moving. So we'll just name them, kind of like the wood storage boxes. Get a little organized here. What is weighing me down right now? What do I... A little bit of food on all these. You. Alright, so let's recap what we have. Saddles, armor, tools, weapons. Let's make you saddles. Okay, so Sabretooth, Procoptodon, Chally, Bronto, and Racer. Now the Racer is going on our Racer, because I think this was a pretty decent level Racer. So we were just 26 levels. Yeah, so we were looking pretty good. That's not gonna let me put that on until I unload them a little bit. Okay, let's just grab some of the stuff. Organize a little bit. We're getting a little bit of tranks now. See, this primitive stuff, I think I need to just get rid of a lot of it. I can always get more prim. We'll leave, leave a couple sets of just like emergency oh my. But I mean, we've got stuff. I don't even know that we really. I think we just get rid of it. I mean, because if I've made it back to this point. Now, I will say maybe the slingshots, though. Maybe the slingshots we keep. Depending on how desperate we get, we could, either bring material to repair or just bring a bunch of slingshots with stone to try and tame something. Because we're just not getting many tranks right now. But I think the rest of this primitive stuff we'll get rid of. Keep one bow. One of those. The rest of the primitive is going goodbye. Armor's light. I don't have a whole lot of armor. So even cloth is better than nothing. Spears? Let's keep some spears. Otter taming, maybe. Make getting fish a little easier or something. I don't know. No, that's the wrong one. I mean, the problem is this Dimetrodon is going to fill up very, very quickly. We also need to get our Thrall back out. We need to get that little baby Carno raising. Let's see, do we have more meat on the Gloon, or did we pull it all? Little, what was it, 135 Carno? It's a decent find, especially if I can get a saddle. We'll probably still be reorganizing for the next 3 minutes because I would like to try and get imprints on everything that I possibly can. So this mammoth kind of be materials, I guess, that we could potentially use. Since that Marauder didn't work, let's see if we can put structures. I don't really like putting anything on these guys because they're food until I get a Desmodus. I don't really like doing that, because I can't keep them alive unless I just cryo them up, which maybe that's what we do. Let's get the breeding mammoths and bring those in. So, because this was a 150, right? Because we just have 2 points. Or no, this was a mutation into oxygen, which obviously, let's see, what were you? 7 points into health. Okay, you were 150. So we're going to bring you in. I think you were also the 150. Yes. But that's a male. That's a male. Are you the female? Wait, where's my female? So I know I had a 150 female, 150 male, 150 male. Or did I not have a 150 female? Wait. Oh, maybe the female. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about mutations being weird. Yeah. Because these are going to be the ones that I breed with, so we can use them for storage as well. Let's see if I can cram them all over here. There we go. It's so hard to navigate this. The thralls aren't at risk of starving currently, so we'll leave them out because we really need use of the cryopods. I kind of want to keep the blueprints just to see, you know, what we would have been able to make if this wasn't a no-craft. And I know I just set up all that various storage. We're going to get rid of a lot of the random stuff that we have here. The materials, I mean, because all we can do is repair, so. Take the hide. And we'll just take, we'll just put this stuff on the mammoth. Wood, fiber, not concerned with. Perfect. I do want to keep some pelt if we do get Arctic. Although, I don't think we'll ever be able to repair Arctic or anything in this myth. Well, that's not true because we can get an RG and saddle. So I do want to keep a little bit of this. We do have a Pro Cop saddle. Okay. You guys to get away from the door. Let's make sure we don't have anything on these. I'm going to use these guys. What were you? Are you my high-level non-mutated female? Let me see. You are. So really, you're the one that I wanted to put in there for breeding. I mean, I guess just to churn them out a bit more, we can run both of them. Alright, those will stay in here. I'm not moving all that stuff. Okay, so what we could take... We could take these mammoths, because we've got breeders in there. Our breeding rates are quick, so we can replace them. And some of these are just junk anyways. Let's get levels on them. And make sure that we're not leaving stuff on them that we want to keep, like that. Some arrows. No saddles, we're going to bump up the health to 10. Doesn't matter what I do for you, you're just gonna die. Okay, we got levels in all those except so I think because now what we can do with the racer is we can anchor things to it now that we have a saddle. So I can anchor in the Occidon and like a couple mammoths to it, and then I can anchor everything else to me on the other side of the outpost. We can hatch the Theri eggs now. Let's see how many levels these guys have. I think I don't really want to wait for these to heal. So I wonder if we just pump. Well, let's. What are our Theris in here? What was your level? So you were what? You were level 100. 100 female. And then a 70 male. Because no levels, yeah. 70 male. What do we have out here? So, not our best female. 75 male, 84 male. Okay, so the 84, so what we'll do is we'll swap out. You're not the right one. Give me the 84. Put some of these on the mammoths because they were getting a little hungry. So you're the male, right? Okay. Just throw the racer out. Arrows we'll take. The rest of this we don't care about, so we'll check that out. Don't really need this, but we'll just throw it in there. You never know. And then we need the 84. See if we can get him lined up on this wall here. There we go. Okay. Mrs. Henderson, why don't you come back inside? Did we finish unloading? You know we didn't. No, we did not. Okay. The micromanaging on a no craft is kind of interesting. All right, for now, so we're not spending too much time just kind of organizing. We'll just dump everything else, please. We're full up. want to go do that outpost. So we'll put the levels into melee on the theories, because they're not real great anyway. I still just don't understand why the bear doesn't eat. I don't feel like I've ever had this problem before. Just force feed you because we need to heal you up a little bit anyways before the outpost. I think we're gonna ride the racer. We'll cryo up the bear. Bear seems to get stuck on things. Then we're gonna take most of the rest of the meat here, put it inside. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's, Alright, let's go do an outpost. And we'll have potentially 2 cryos if we don't get any. Oh, come on. I was hoping the racer was going to be bigger. You know, we're gonna change the follow distance real quick. Are we too close? No. 8. That's not what we wanted. I think we were too close. Or do we have 8 mammoths? No, we don't have 8 mammoths with us. Boy, the racer is not very speedy. trees down and everything, so they don't get stuck quite so easily. No, Theory. You guys not figure it out? There's always one of them. Okay. We're back on the road. We're almost there. Although I should have grabbed a drink while I was down there. Did I not turn slow fall on? Oh, this is going to be so tedious, getting everything into position. Make your way in here, everyone, so I can start sorting through you. Alright, Racer, you're gonna stay there. You're gonna be the anchor point on that end. I will anchor. I will anchor this up here. clear all of that out before we start this. Alright, so what do I want with me? I think I want the mammoths. Come on, let me out. I'll finish this. We're gonna have to go back neutral. Where's the Occidon going? Come on, buddy. Behavior, you're going to be passive. You are also going to ignore group whistles. That way I can put them on aggressive, and they'll do their thing down here. I don't remember which side everything comes from first, but... Oh, we do have another theory. Why? How did you get in the building? Not get stuck. You guys just stay there. Stay there. And I'm going to manually walk this theory down. Clearly, server's struggling with one person. Come on, Theory. Get down here. Okay, now I need to get... Okay. What is going on up here? Okay. You're also going to ignore group whistles. Because I will be writing you. Put you on passive. Okay, let's start it up. No Brontos, because all this effort to then have a Bronto ruin our day.
When it comes to whether or not it's
Just look at the
that'd
sorry
be great.
state of this place.
Sorry about that. Wife
Whatever killed my
sent me
children might be
something.
on its way back to you even now. Better fire up some replicators and ready your fortifications.
Come on, get the train destroyed so let's stop lagging.
Surplus
Materials.
generators may seem wasteful, since they don't harm enemies or help
Material.
allies, but they will boost the outpost's power supply, and
Material.
that means more energy for defenses.
It's gonna be real annoying if that Alpha Revenant.
Don't let them wreck my property. There are things there more valuable than you. Make yourself useful and dig in to protect my outpost. You have everything you need to do that.
Hard to go wrong with good old auto turrets. They carry on fighting for you and shoot holes through all your problems. Nice thinking. This decoy might draw their attention away from you while keeping them in the firing line. Plant species X may not do the damage of an auto turret, but they do their part to slow down invaders. Don't overdo it with these, but don't underdo it either.
First wave went decent, I guess. Hopefully I'm not in range of the aggressive whistle here in a second. dung beetle we left. Got murdered by a Theri. Can I access your inventory?
Don't let them wreck my property. There are things there more valuable than you.
Tesla coils need a lot of energy, but their volatile arcs can zap a bunch of targets at once and supercharge your turrets to do even more damage.
Don't let them wreck my property. There are things there more valuable than you. They've set a Revenant Brontosaur on you.
No.
One with skin tempered in volatile liquid element. Find the weak points in its armor before it tramples my entire outpost.
Why are you picking up the disabled harvesting? Please just... No. Oh my god. They sent another one? Why? Why did, but that's, was that 2 or 3? On a gamma? Ah. Oh, man. Let's go round everything up. Yeah, you're overweight. I can tell. Ah, that's unfortunate. I mean, they really need to address the Branos. It's just, they're just so over-tuned for what you're doing. Man, it's unfortunate. Yeah, let's get the levels in things. Oh, you didn't do anywhere near the work that the other one did. You guys are bloodied up. Those Branos. Put a number on you guys. Apparently you did some killing. You were slot capped on poo. Sorry, the wife keeps texting me. Gonna take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll make the trek back. Okay. Let's I guess let's go back. Let's go back to base. Let these guys heal up. You know, if that hadn't been if that hadn't been the Bronto, that would have been very, very smooth. The split that we did there worked out nicely. There's just too much damage from the Brontos. Which is unfortunate. Could have used that loot for sure. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are we? What kind of weird pathing are we doing? Please don't get in the creek. For a guy with only 2 cryopods on me, we just can't have that. Ooh. We could start trying to do some more passive taming. I've got to think about what all is passive tameable on this map in particular. I mean, obviously you have the Megapithecus. You know, we have Dinotherium, but we don't have the beer for it. I mean, what's a passive berry tame? You know, Moschops. But that's not useful at all at this point. Obviously the Veil one, but we've got those. That's not something I can run a bunch of outposts with. Really, what else is there on this map that would be a passive berry tame? Hopefully we got everyone with us. I'm just gonna assume we do. I mean, what else is passive that could be utilized in a meaningful way for outposts and, you know, ultimately the boss? I mean, really, the focus would kind of be outposts right now. I mean, we can do game. I mean, we can grind these out. I need more cryopods though, because I can't march an army through the city like this. That just wouldn't be possible. And I'm pretty sure that they'd aggro constantly. I don't know. Is there something I'm overlooking? Something I haven't contemplated? I mean, loot's a big one. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck running the nearby cave. I mean, at least for the time being. You know, if we pull a Desmos saddle, I'll gladly sacrifice myself with these taming rates. Should be able to tame one without additional blood packs. And that's where things would really change. But it's getting the Desmos saddle. I've got it. I've found a bunch before. I'm trying to think. I think they're predominantly cave drops. I think that maybe they may all have been cave drops that I've seen previously. We got all the loot out of that cave, so that's going to be probably an hour or so, which I'll likely have ended the stream by then. I can't get to a lot of the city loot crates, even if I could find them, because a lot of them are on the roofs or structures that require you to be able to climb. So we need a Thyla. We need a Soulwind saddle. We've got the Volpite, so we could do that. We could evolve the Soulwind and start hunting for city crates. I think with the remainder of the time that I've got for today, before I have to go do a little bit of work at the office, I think what we're gonna do is maybe try and go find an Octodon baby. Check some of by the old base. We can go grab the Stegos with the cryopods and whatever else we left over there. Who has the cryopods? No, I never threw that other fairy back out. Huh. Not that that would have changed the outcome there, but... Oops. The one mod we have, let's see if we can... we'll fix that later. Let's just grab something to put on. So we need, what? Gloves and feet? What do we have? Do we have any decent... What do we want to run? What do we want to run? Don't really want to use those at the moment, in case, because I have a Reaper. I wonder, if we ultimately got a hazard suit, would it be possible to pull a Reaper up without... Well, because you can get the Mushroom Brew from supply caches and stuff. I wonder if I could devise a Reaper trap. I'd also have to set something up right by a spawn point as well. Yeah, we'll go collect whatever else we've left. Let's look at the tracker. Obviously, I know we lost a trike somewhere. Apparently my companion drowned, would be my guess. Let's let this update and see what's out there. It's kind of unfortunate that I guarantee the companion drowned, got stuck under the ice. Alright, where is everything? We have a Carno? Is that... Where do we have a Carno at? Let's go collect that. Let's see, the Stegos. Thrall Deadeye. Yeah, I know the Stegos are still over there. That Lystro's still out there somewhere. I don't care about that Triceratops. The Carnos? Where? We got a Carno somewhere? Where is that? That thing somehow survived. Interesting. That's a long run, though. I mean, until we load into render, it should be fine, though. Let's go grab the Stegos. Where's my Elderclaw? Who's got a little... wait, I never grabbed armor either. Because we can grab a little organic polymer on the way. And that'll fix the gloves, but let's just throw in some boots. 6.5, 6.6. That'll do. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let's go pick some stuff up. Did I? Yeah, I think I claimed a baby and stuck a bunch of food on it. And I was going to go back to where an outpost was, maybe, over there, or a supply cache, perhaps. And I don't think we ever got back over there. I think that was when I died and didn't really have it in me to go back that direction. Okay. Ba sheep ba. I am curious about that Thrall Deadeye, though. I wonder if it was a low level that I just left at one of the outposts. I do want to go get the Stegos. Before I had Reapers and things for the higher level outposts on my last run of Lost Colony, what I would do is I'd plant usually 2, sometimes 3 Stegos at the entryways, and put tames to follow on them, and they did a pretty good job blocking Revenant and all that from coming in. Wasn't quite as foolproof as the Reapers ultimately turned out to be, but served its purpose. So I would assume that we can hatch those now. We can hatch theory eggs with Dimetrodon. So outpost defense small. What I wouldn't give for the pre-changed turrets, you know, I could do ones that didn't have Branos with, you know, minimal tames. I could certainly carry enough to in the cryopods to do a gamma, and I might even be able to now. I probably ought to start, you know, carrying things around, but we're going over to collect things, so the cryopods are needed for other things currently. Would like to see if we can find an Elder Claw too while we're over there, because this one's female. I mean, I'd take any male Elder Claw just to breed them. These are super convenient for travel right now. No mount, or sorry, no mount, no saddle requirement is nice. Damage is abysmal on these, but something's better than nothing. They're pretty quick. Oh, polar bear, I don't have time for you. Just leave me alone. Aren't we like cousins, you know? Or maybe I'm the one that created you. I kind of look like the bear of life. So looking for an Ocelot baby is now going to be a bit more challenging. I mean, I can kill an Ocelot on the bear. It'll just take ages without the Veil one to assist. I guess we'll have the Stegos too, though, that we could use if we can find a Ocelot. Hey, there's a Triceratops. That's where you got stuck. We'll cryo you up. Did you have anything on you? Nothing important. I mean, you're just not even worth bringing, but we'll bring you. I tamed you. I gotta take care of you. So am I closer to that Deadeye? How am I? Oh, 16 versus now. We'll go over to the Stegos first. I want to check this front side though for Elder Claw. I'm sure there's other spawns of Elder Claw on the map, but this is really the main area that I've seen them in. I mean, that also could be because I've spent the most time kind of in these hot spring areas where they potentially spawn. We also can start looking for Challies that have good babies, since we do have a Challie saddle. Yeah, I'm not seeing an Elder Claw in here, and I don't think I've ever seen one in the South Hot Springs. We do have a resource cache, though. It's a beta, which we're not doing. Take a little stand break. What level are we now? 68? I mean, for 1x, it's not awful. Since we can't craft. I feel like the bear should be able to trample trees and things a little better. Or at all. I don't even know that it can trample. Seems like it is big enough to do it. We also got a Procopton. Oh, hang on. Procoptonon baby would be amazing. You can get anywhere on a Procoptonon. We'd be able to hit up some of the other loot caves a lot easier. Oh yeah, our Hyaenodon's out here too. You guys are just straight health. You probably have 7, only 5 levels. Interesting. I will take you, because if we get a meat pack... Which I know we will, because I always get those things, and I always just grind them up. But you can act as a bit of a refrigeration. You got another cryopod, yeah? Yeah, we got 2 more. Okay. Do you have a baby? Yeah, 60. We're not messing with that. We can find a better baby. $140. Now that we're taking. I just need to keep my eye on where that baby's in. Kill the baby. We want to stay near the baby. We gotta find that baby. There it is. I will absolutely take a 140 Charlie. Since we have a saddle. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Timothy. You wanna follow me? There's my local. I ran right past it. Alright, let's go get the Deadeye. Timmy, if you can keep up, we'll take you home. If you can't, well... you're gonna live your best life out here. Okay, so that's on the back side of that. So I think we go across here, if I remember, kind of the winding path. probably want to get over there because I don't really want to mess too much with the. So if I get gloomed right now, I'm gonna be angry. I'll walk up this. So what are my options? I guess we could go. Yeah, let's go around this way. Said I didn't want to get stuck in this area, but here we are. Oh, you're level 29? I should have looked. I should have looked. I mean, you're not even... I'd rather cryo up Timmy. But we came all this way, so let's... Let's grab you and head back. See if we can find anything that we want to use. Did the Gloom and I poop in unison? Wait, Saber? Saber with the baby? No. That's a rebel Saber anyways. That one's not. Did you have a baby? Is that a Saber? 95. I've got a saddle. I don't care. All right, Thrall. All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you one additional point to try your luck in the wild. Best of luck. Let's see how you fare. The Gloom will even help you. No. This isn't supposed to be about me. 145 dire bear. I may have to do some reorganization here. Was that a dire bear baby that was running over there? Is it a bear? I thought that was a saber tooth. No. Alright, stop. Everyone. Hang on. Because I don't know what gender this one is. Female? Female, male. Okay. Alright, Trike's going. Goodbye. I'd like to find that. I'd like to find that bear. I'll leave the Hyenodon behind for a 145 bear. Is that you? It's gotta be you. No. Where's the bear? There you are. There you are. We don't have a dire bear saddle, but dire bear are good. I think they're one of the more underrated tames. Okay. Hyenodon, maybe you can... Maybe you can follow. Okay, it is time for you to go back to... Let's see, we also need to put you on wander. Go do your thing. Let's watch how this goes down. Yeah, you barrel roll. You're gonna need to barrel roll. You got this, Deadeye. I believe. Yeah, I used to believe. See about Triceratops. See how it fares. Put in the work. Put in the work. You gotta get closer. It's not looking good. You're about to get knocked into more trouble. Yep. Well, you win some, you lose some. Okay, that's where we want to go. Now, who knows where Timmy went? Timmy's long gone as well. R.I.P. Timmy. No, Microraptor, we're not playing this game. Well, Hyenodon didn't make it either. I was not about to get Microraptored and killed by those raptors, so this is a sacrifice we had to make. I don't think we left anything else over here. Looks like Timmy's the sole survivor of the group that was meant to come back on foot. Although we picked up a couple good things, right? So they're 95, but we can breed them, the Sabertooth. I have a Sabertooth saddle, so that gives me the option to run around on something else other than an Elder Claw. Dire Bear, I mean, 145 Dire Bear, they hit hard, low health, but... I'll take it. I feel like I've seen quite a few Dire Bear saddles on drops here. That could be useful. I mean, because to do the boss, we're probably just going to have a big hodgepodge of and tames whatever we have saddles to do gamma. I'm trying to think where else I've seen Procoptodon with that saddle. I really should try and get one for mobility right now. I mean, the hot springs, obviously this area, I've seen a couple. You've continued to pick up... Do you have any just normal meat? No. And that other resource cache was another beta that we came across. Which doesn't do us a whole lot of good. I'm gonna have to come down here and clear out some of the... kill off the spawns to try and get an Ocidon to pop up down here. There is an Ocidon, you know, that can spawn out here in the tundra as well. You know, Microraptors, just go away. You don't really make sense here anyways, if I'm being honest. We'll check over by this little pond. And once we do that, we'll just head back to base. That's probably going to be where we'll call it for the day. Outpost medium, yeah. Even though it's gamma, I don't have the tames to do a medium. And I forgot that there's that there. So it's... Well, this is actually not ideal whatsoever. Okay. Thankfully the bear can jump. Because I'm pretty sure there's not another way out over this way. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. Yeah, I don't think there is. I think it dead ends into that frozen waterfall there. It's a little bit of an oversight, if you ask me. Kind of a little bit of bad placement. See anything, it's awful foggy. Got another outpost there. Let's just go take a peek, see what it is. Something we can't do. You know, is it... And I don't know that I've... As much as I've played Ark, I've ever even looked at this. Do dinos just have the inability to eat if they're in motion? Is that why the dire bear is always starving? Is that kind of why, you know, like on a car, you're always, I mean, out of food? Things that you're just constantly moving on? I don't know. You know, you have all these thoughts where you're like, yeah, maybe I'll get a beer barrel to drop in something. That's not going to do me any good without the ability to get water jars. Actually fill the beer up. Or put the beer in something, so... There are a lot of beer in the drops on this, so we can probably get some Dinotherium. Now the only problem is that they won't ever be saddled. Apparently there is no Dinotherium saddle on the loot table in Lost Colony unless you get it via a Drakeling chest. And the other thing too, with as much primitive items, you know, hatchets and bows and all of that, do torches just not drop in primitive quality? I mean, obviously you can get higher level torches. I'll eventually find a torch. I was hoping to have a torch by now, you know, because I would have had at least a couple Drakeling caches. Dragon hordes, whatever they're called. Are we pooping? What are we doing? Oh no, we're just stuck on a rock that I didn't see. Because that was one of the things I was really kind of banking on for loot. And we'll get there. Like I said, this isn't intended to be like 100 days to... Yeah, we're not messing with that alpha. It'd take me 45 years on an Elder Claw to kill it, if I even could. Okay, well, I mean, not a super long stream. Failed the outpost because of the Branos. But with the babies? It's not too bad. Where am I? Have I overshot? No. Structure should be right up here. Yeah, there it is. So we got a couple more berries. We may take a couple minutes here to get imprints on these babies. Okay, so let's get the 2 saber-tooth babies out. Where did you go? There you are. Grab some of the meat. The next one. We could have had 3, but I got the mate pair. Plant bearing, oxygen robust, both quality traits. Now, obviously bears are typically omnivores. I'm trying to think. It's been a minute since I've raised a dire bear. Because I know they eat both, but will you eat that if I put that in there? Yeah. load you up on berries. Where are we? There we are. Okay, let's get the berries now that I'm done sneezing again. Okay. Let's just hang out for a minute. We'll wind up, or wind down the stream, I guess I should say, in about 3 minutes. Once we can try and imprint. Let's get some berries on the racer. Wouldn't a feeding trough sure be nice? Or just a ton of cryopods. Oh, I can't wait to get a vault out of a city crate or an outpost. That in conjunction with some cryopods. I won't have all this clutter everywhere. It'll be so nice. Be able to be organized. Alright, minute and a half. Let's just put some berries on the mammoths, because I know we didn't put a ton on them. Nope, we don't need that one. Get some on the fairies. That had to be the one that I threw out, because these guys should have plenty, yeah. You still got meat. Give you a couple stacks. We'll give you a couple stacks. We'll give you a couple stacks. Like Oprah Winfrey here. With the berries, you get a stack. You get a stack. Do we hit them all? No. Please, just let me drink for a change. Would you like something I can do? Yes. What about you? I'm going to walk. We can do that. Let's put you, because we got to get you out the door. No, will you not fit out the door already? Okay, let's get you back inside. And what would you like? Cuddle. Perfect. Imprints. Okay. Let's just check levels, that way they can heal while I'm gone. If anyone has levels. any of the mammoths? Any of you guys have levels we need to put in? Does not appear so. Let's get some levels. And I really need to bring this one with me. I'm gonna have to swap some stuff out. He's got quite a few more levels than the rest. These are the breeders. I need to mark that. Right, because you're the unmutated. And you were also unmutated, right? Yeah. If I can just keep tabs on who's who here, right? Unmutated, yep. Okay. And you're the one with the mutation. In oxygen, so since you've got the weird mutation, we'll go ahead and put levels in you. I don't really care about remembering or easily identifying your levels, because we can take you out. Do you have... Okay, we need... Alright, we'll put berries on these guys real quick. Don't need a lot on them, but we'll put a little. Carno's all grown up. Give you this. Really? Those are the breeders. We've got... I thought I renamed... 39... What does that say? 45 health, 39 melee. Let me put the weight. I don't know if these guys have... .45 health. Okay, so I think we're breeding this one with... Well, you're a female, right? Yeah. Trying to get the weight for an evolution. What are you? 45, 39. Okay. So we got an identical mate. That's what that was. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. That's going to be it for the morning. May pop back on and do some of this later. Maybe not. We'll just see. But anyways, have a good one.